Mbeki, my first question to you is, can you confirm if those reports are accurate?
Yes, good afternoon, Wahiga. There was a meeting between the IEBC commissioners and the African Union Observation Mission head, that is former president for South Africa, Thabo Mbeki, and the discussions were around the preparations that IEBC has put in place ahead of the election, which is on Thursday. We are yet to get the details of how the discussions were, but what we understand is that just like he did in the August 8th election, he was here to see how prepared the commission is and also get to understand the role that the observers will be playing as they also follow through these processes of preparation and also the execution of the entire election that is on Thursday in terms of voting and the transmission of results that will follow later on. Currently, the commissioners are still in a meeting comprising the other 5 commissioners, apart from Wafula Chebukati, the chairperson, who has been out but made his way to the Bomas of Kenya a few minutes ago. What we understand is that the commissioners have been holding those meetings with various groups consisting of the observation missions from different countries and different institutions. And also what we understand is that Thabo Mbeki, who is as I said, the head of the African Union mission, currently has moved on to go and meet with the civil society groups that are also involved in this process of the election. So it's sort of people getting to prepare for that very important day that, as you said, it's now just one day away. But also in regards to the briefing that we're expecting this afternoon, of course, this being an invite from the IEBC itself, is to indicate how the journalists, the media houses, will be in a position to access results, because you understand that this time around there are some differences. For instance, in the August 8th election, there was a link, the public portal, that media houses were relying on in getting to access the information, the results as they were streaming in from the various polling stations and eventually from the various constituency tallying centers. So what we understand is that this time round it will be different, because as you will remember that the Kim's gadgets, that is the election ICT devices that are supposed to be relaying information, relaying results from the various polling stations, they'll be in a position to relay the information in terms of text results. What will happen is that the polling station presiding officers will only be in a position to transmit the forms, that is the scanned images of Form 34A, the form that is used to declare results at the polling station. So IEBC is expected to declare how are they going to use the scanned images and ensure that that information is available for the public, is available for the media houses, and also for consumption and the transmission to the public in terms of getting to understand where the country is in terms of receiving those results. Wahiga?
Can you confirm for us when the remaining ballot boxes are expected in the country, and for how many counties will they be for?
Well, the information we had earlier on is that the last dispatch of the ballot papers from Dubai was to arrive in the country at 10 o'clock this morning, but that has since changed. What we understand is that the flight will be getting to the country at 6 o'clock, carrying the ballot papers for 15 counties, that is comprising of 165 pallets. Those are the stacks of ballot papers that have been printed from Dubai. So the change of time is yet to be explained from the Commission, but you'll understand that yesterday the last flight, or rather the second flight, landed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at about 5 o'clock in the evening. So it's sort of 24 hours later, then the country will receive the last dispatch. But from the Commission is that there is no cause for worry, bearing in mind that the last batch of 15 counties, these are the counties that are not so far from Nairobi. So they are saying that the distribution will not be affected as much, because these are nearby counties, and some of them, of course, bearing in mind that Nairobi has the largest number of registered voters in the country, receiving a large sum of the ballot paper pallets. Wahiga?
Well, thank you so much, Sam Gituko, for that comprehensive update. We'll be coming back to you when that media briefing begins from 2 p.m, of course.